This is Tehsil Bhim in Rajasthan, where people have come from all across to witness the May Day celebrations. Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan, an activist group there, has played the key role in mobilizing people this day.
आप भाई कह रही है कि गरीब तो गरीब ही रही, आपका भाषण सुन। मैं आपको एक पूछना चाहता हूँ, किसान का बेटा क्या होगा? किसान होगा। और व्यापारी को बेटा, और नेता को बेटा, और गरीब को बेटा। आप तो समझदार हो भाई, आप तो व्यक्ति है ये। किसान का बेटा किसान, व्यापारी का बेटा व्यापारी, नेता का बेटा नेता, और गरीब का बेटा गरीब.
However, it took several years of hardship before this victory celebration. Underprivileged people in rural India constantly fought a losing battle with their oppressors. Lack of accountability, corruption and discrimination almost wiped the smiles off their faces. Cities are also not spared from exploitation and unaccountability. Delhi, the national capital city, stands witness to this very fact. Sundar Nagari, a bustling locality in the metropolitan city of New Delhi, seems in tatters. The abysmal living conditions stand testimony to the true scenario of urban development expenditure. The wheel of revolution has begun to turn. In Rajsamand, Rajasthan, an activist group, Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan, played a pioneering role to organize peasants and workers who decided not to take matters lying down. Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan conducted Jan Sunwais or social audits by demanding access to information related to muster rolls, vouchers and records of bill payments of development projects. Evidence of wrongdoings by panchayat and village authorities was presented to the community through the medium of public hearings.
See, the right to information movement is for poor people the right to live. That's why our slogan in Hindi is Jeene ka adhikar, janne ka adhikar. Because without transparency of a government and the right to know of a people, we cannot access any rights, whether they are development rights, human rights or political rights. All of them are beyond our control. So it's important for us for survival. So it's a movement which has been understood by the common person and it's been defined by them, and therefore it's a strong movement.
Village Kale Saria in Rajsamand district bears testimony to the people's power against exploitation. The public distribution dealer there was accused of cheating about 300 ration card holders of their monthly food grain and kerosene.
राशन कार्ड तो बनया साहब, जो उन्होंने कोई दान मिलता नहीं, तो कोई लोन मिलता नहीं, और समिति में जाता तो गेहूँ मांगता कि भाई ये छोटा जा 4 है और 70 वाला गेहूँ है, ये भी दो, कि भाई ये भी नहीं है, अरे दूसरा तो दो, कि दूसरा ही नहीं है। तो अब क्या करा, जाके वहाँ समिति में जब भटका खाकर पाछा आ जाता है। इसीलिए वो मेरे से तो एक दाना लाया, ये से पता चला जी, हम खुद गया था, मेरी माँ शांति हो गई। सब 2 महीना का गेहूँ 3 महीना का गेहूँ है, वो आपने लाएंगे। तो वहाँ जाकर पूछा, हमारा गेहूँ दो, कि भाई गेहूँ है नहीं, कि भाई आई ही नहीं गेहूँ, तो देऊँ कहाँ से। तो भाई नहीं आया तो भी मेरे भी क्या जोर से ले सा, तो हम कैसे कहें कि भाई वे पड़ा हुआ गे समूह दो गे सम नहीं है। चलो वैसे गेहूँ के छोड़कर हम फिर बाद दुकान पर गया, तो मेरे अभी कॉफिन लाओ। तो पहली बार तो मैं नट गया, सब कॉफिन लाना क्या कराओगे, हम तो बाहर चला जाएंगे। क्या नहीं नहीं कॉफिन तो लाना पड़ेगा, लाना पड़े तो कि भाई ऐसे है कि भाई तुम्हारे से ये मैंने पूछा कि भाई इतना 70 किलो गेहूँ तुम लाया, तो साहब हम 70 किलो गेहूँ नहीं लाया। देख लो साहब, मेरे इसमें कार्ड में कोई लिखा हुआ है और कोई बर्फुआई हुआ है, तो आप देख लो। तो इसमें एक 5 लीटर तेल निकला हुआ है सब, इसका मैं क्या हूँ भाई, 5 लीटर तेल तो मिला हुआ है, गेहूँ तो लाया ही नहीं। कि भाई ये तुम्हारा दस्तखत साहब, ये दस्तखत तो मेरा नहीं है जी। मैं तो नट गया साहब, मेरे को ये दस्तखत है ही नहीं, तो ये गेहूँ लाया ही नहीं।
एक आवेदन पत्र मजदूर किसान शक्ति संगठन की तरफ से प्राप्त हुआ था और इस आवेदन पे त्वरित कार्रवाई की गई। हमारे जो इंस्पेक्टर हैं उन्हें जांच के लिए भेजा गया और जांच रिपोर्ट प्राप्त होने के पश्चात लगा कि हाँ, शिकायत में कुछ दम है। तो अभी तो जो कार्रवाई की गई है वो जांच के निलंबित रहने के दौरान की है। तो हमारी जो प्रक्रिया होती है उसके तहत कि वो जो एफपीएस डीलर है उसको 90 डेज़ के लिए निलंबित किया जा सकता है और यदि जांच पूर्ण होने पर यह पाया जाए कि वो पूर्णतः दोषी है तो उसके विरुद्ध और अधिक गंभीर जो दंडात्मक प्रावधान है उनके तहत कार्रवाई की जाएगी। तो मेरे विचार से जब भी किसी संगठन विशेष या व्यक्ति विशेष को ऐसी कोई जानकारी प्राप्त हो तो उसे शिकायत करनी चाहिए।
As a result of these efforts, Rajasthan today has a Right to Information Act in place, and Jan Sunwais have been established as a process of social audit of government performance. With Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan paving the way, others were soon to follow. A Delhi NGO, Parivartan, was successful in unearthing misappropriation of public funds in Sundarnagari region just days after the Lok Sabha passed the Freedom of Information Bill 2002. The social audit highlighted a clash of interests between the local residents and the officials. This was an all-new experience for the Delhi community to witness the actual exposure of corruption and bad governance by bureaucrats and politicians. Before this Jan Sunwai, few people were aware of the public works which were supposed to have been completed in their area.
कई साथी ये कह सकते हैं, कई लोग ये सुझाव दे सकते हैं कि भाई इतना बड़ा मंच बना के इतने सारे लोगों को इकट्ठा करने की क्या आवश्यकता है। आप एक एक्सटेंसिव सर्वे कीजिए इन्फॉर्मेशन को लेकर के और उसकी रिपोर्ट के आधार पर एक्शन करा दीजिए। उसमें एक्शन में क्या होगा, कुछ एक आला अफसरान का तबादला कर दिया जाएगा, कुछ एक लोगों को सस्पेंड कर दिया जाएगा, हो सकता है कि एक आध के खिलाफ कुछ दंड प्रावधान तय किए जाए, उनको जेल भेजा जाए। ये ढेर सारी चीज़ें हो सकती हैं, लेकिन इन सारी चीज़ों को करने के लिए ऑलरेडी हमारे पास सिस्टम एग्जिस्ट करते हैं। हमारे पास सीबीआई है, हमारे पास सीआईडी है, इंटेलिजेंस है, वो इन सारी चीज़ों को देखते परखते रहते हैं, विजिलेंस वाले देखते परखते रहते हैं। बावजूद इसके सोशल चेंज जैसा कुछ भी निकल करके सामने नहीं आ पा रहा है। भ्रष्टाचार यथावत बना हुआ है, करप्शन वैसे ही चल रहा है। जन सुनवाई इस पूरे पावर इक्वेशन को चेंज कर देता है, इस पूरे ब्लैक बॉक्स सिस्टम को खोल करके बाहर कर देता है, और यही जन सुनवाई की सुंदरता है।
While organizations like Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan and Parivartan took up causes on the collective scale, individual effort towards keeping a check on accountability was also on the rise. Retired Army General Sudhir Jattar asked questions that were unpleasant to many a municipal corporator.
When I made one or two visits to the corporation from where I got this circular, somebody told me from the corporation that all this they are doing because they want the cars to be more comfortable and not the pedestrians. So it didn't strike me. I said, why are you saying this? He said, you look at the way the cars in the corporation are being misused. Then it came to my notice that per day use comes to more than 100-150 kilometers on an average. Now you've been around Pune, it is impossible for someone to every day go on to 150 kilometers because the rules say that it generally should not go out of the corporation area. If it goes, it must have a prior approval of the mayor. When I was asking this question in the hearing, and I would like to say, and it's a very humorous thing, the appellate authority told me that, General, why don't you withdraw this question? Very nice. Because he says, you know our privileges, all of us, you've been in government service. So of course, I took it as a joke. I said, I'm afraid I need the information because I represent the Manch. I said, if it was my personal capacity, it was a different issue.
The most promising contribution of such efforts across the country was the awakening of the government machinery. Prompted by the People's Movement, several state governments enacted Right to Information Acts for better governance and accountability. Since Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan's first initiative in the 90s, Tamil Nadu, Delhi, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Assam, Madhya Pradesh and Goa have passed state legislations deeming the right to information as a tool for the common man to use to his advantage. A national bill is still being drafted. Realizing the power of information and keeping in mind the general motive of public welfare, governments in many states have taken special steps towards helping the public and masses have easy access to bare necessities such as birth and death certificates, ration cards, caste certificates, etc. Substituting the long journeys to the talukas and the harassing, fruitless visits to the tehsils with easier, user-friendly information kiosks, the governments have made a conscious effort towards reaching out to the people through the new technological medium, the internet. In Jorhat, Assam, 41-year-old farmer Pradeep Shutia's happiness knew no bounds when he was blessed with a baby girl. However, what made the event sweeter was that he could obtain her birth certificate in just 5 days. A possibility that could not be dreamt of before e-Setu operations began. In the pre-e-Setu days, it could have taken any time between 1 month to 3 months. Earlier, one had to go by cycle to Tiok, which is 11 kilometers away. Then it was a bus drive to Jorhat for an application form. Since there was no direct link, the journey of 17 kilometers from Jorhat to Mariani was again covered by bus. Getting down at Mariani, one had to take another bus to Nakachari, which is 10 kilometers away. The primary health center at Nakachari issues the birth certificate, which was in turn validated at Jorhat. But after the introduction of e-Setu services, all Pradeep Shutia had to do was to visit the e-Setu kiosk in Tiok, fill up the birth certificate application form, and receive the certificate within a few days, thus saving a lot of time and money.
সেইকাৰণে গম পাই মই মোৰ ছোৱালীজনীৰ কাৰণে আমাৰ ইয়ালৈ আহিলোঁ ইহেতুলৈ আহি গম পালোঁ যে ইয়াৰ যোগেদি মানে সোনকালে আৰু সহজতে আমি বাৰ্থ চাৰ্টিফিকেট পাব পাৰোঁ সেইকাৰণে মই মানে কি কয় ইয়াৰ যোগেদি সোনকালে বাৰ্থ চাৰ্টিফিকেট পালোঁ আৰু আমি যথেষ্ট উপকৃত হৈছোঁ.
What Pradeep Shutia found out in Assam, many others discovered in other parts of the country. Illiterate widow Maliben in Panchmahal, Gujarat was lucky to enjoy the facilities of Mahiti Shakti, the e-governance initiative of the state. At 60, Maliben has 2 permanent companions, her shadow and her loneliness. A paralytic attack snatched away her husband 12 years ago. Tragedy struck repeatedly when Maliben lost her 3 sons and 2 daughters at various stages in her life. Today, in her little shack in Mahiapur village in Gujarat, she brings cheer to herself by feeding her kittens. Despite her grit to brave all odds, Maliben's life has been a constant struggle for survival. Too frail to work, she leases her tiny patch of land to other farmers. All she is able to earn is a measly 250 rupees every month. Ironically, this happens in a state where economically weak widows get 500 rupees a month as pension. If only Maliben knew about it, life could have been easier for those 12 years when she struggled all alone. However, hope is not out yet. Dinesh Pandya, who works with a farmers' cooperative, told Maliben that she was eligible for the National Old Age Pension Scheme. Illiterate Maliben was much at ease when she knew she needn't travel 15 kilometers to the block office in Lunawada for this. Instead, Dinesh Bhai showed her the way to a Mahiti Shakti Kendra, the information kiosk of the village run by his cooperative. She purchased the form for 10 rupees and with the help of Narendra Pandey, the kiosk owner, filled it up that very moment. Soon her application reached the collectorate office. Within a week, Maliben got the sanction letter for a pension of 275 rupees. Today she feels more secure about her future. This is not an end in itself. Information is of no use if it is not applied to a logical conclusion. In Bangalore, an activist group, Janagra, has demanded quarterly reports about the activities of the municipal corporation.
One of the building blocks for good governance is good disclosure. Okay? Now, disclosure is different from right to information. Look at the private sector. What do they have? IBM, Intel, Cisco, Infosys, Reliance, all these companies, every year, every quarter, June 30th, September 30th, December 31st, March 31st. As soon as the quarter ends, they give out certain information to their stakeholders. It's called a quarterly report. Now, when is the last time we got a quarterly report from the government? And why shouldn't we? After all, we're all shareholders in government, except we can never sell our shares. So we started asking, why can't we get a similar kind of an instrument of disclosure from our governments through this concept of proof, through the concept of a public record? We have this campaign called Proof, which is public record of operations in finance. Public record of operations in finance, which is the equivalent of that quarterly statement. And what we're saying is, every quarter we want proof. We're using a play on words, and government can build confidence with proof. In this space, various stakeholders can participate, and only when you start providing this, you unleash the power of the various stakeholders adding value to that.
The right to information shouldn't be an end. Instead, it should be a means to an end.
Citizen knows what is happening to his or her city, but also feels that not only does he know, but he can express what he thinks should be done. So that convergence of governance, and for whom the governance is meant, the citizen, do not look across each other with suspicion, but know that they are part of the system. One happens to be on this side of the desk, the other happens to be on the other side.
The effective use of any information can lead to wonders, but the use has to be productive and initiated by the people.
If they feel that there is some distinction between them and me, and I suppose this act, if they look at it positively, what is it after all? What is the secret? There is nothing secret. You are functioning on my behalf, and then you are doing something. You have nothing to hide. So don't hide. I need some innocuous information. Give it to me. So once that change of mindset takes place, which I am confident will be taking place over the years, if not over the days or something, it's not, such changes do not occur overnight. I am sure this is going to be one of the best legislation that we ever had.
Right to information has become a reality. However, there is a long way to go before it becomes commonplace for every citizen to enjoy its fruits.